I've loved Coffee Talk ever since I first played it many years ago. The game really captured my love for the cozy ambience of cafes, and it also had amazing looking drinks that made me wish I had them right in front of me. Then Coffee Talk Episode 2 came out a few years later and was just as cozy to play, and it had great characters as well. When the spin-off, Coffee Talk Tokyo, was announced, I was pretty excited. I wondered how different it would be since it wouldn't take place in Seattle anymore, like the previous two games. And when I played it myself, I thought it was a nice change of pace, though it doesn't quite reach the heights of the main games. Coffee Talk Tokyo takes place in a fictional version of the city in 2026. Humans, yokai, spirits, and kami coexist and have normal lives in Tokyo, so they all go on with their routines, working jobs, and even taking breaks to party and form bonds. Though there seems to be a struggle between maintaining tradition through the ever-changing world. So when nighttime comes, a small cafe has become a safe place for a few people to relax and tell their stories. Just like previous games, Coffee Talk Tokyo plays like a visual novel, but with a barista twist to it. In between chatting with customers, they'll be ordering drinks, so you'll have to select the ingredients for it on the cafe's shelves. The main ones range from things like coffee, matcha, or chocolate, and depending on what the customer wants, you can make drinks spicy, bitter, or sweet at various levels, using things like ginger or honey. You can refer to the brew pad on your in-game phone, which serves as the recipe book for making all kinds of drinks, though not everything will be on there. Sometimes customers will ask for drinks that you haven't discovered yet, so it becomes experimental. You'll have to combine 3 different ingredients, balancing flavors to figure out the perfect drink to give them. I found it tricky to make certain drinks when characters weren't being specific, so I had to either keep reloading my save or, well, I just checked a guide on Steam for assistance. You can even make latte art like in previous games, though it seems to be mostly optional this time. Your phone can also be used to change the background music, and even look at the game's social media app, Tomodachi. Posts appear from time to time from different characters, and you can unlock more of the customers' profiles by serving them the right drinks and befriending them. It was fun looking through all their posts and liking them, but I found the hashtags a bit annoying to browse since they would mostly show the same posts anyway from the default feed. The thing is, notifications show up with red icons on the phone to show how many posts and profile updates you've missed, so I'd get a bit distracted and bothered by them even though they're just on the corner of the screen. I guess it's realistic for an in-game phone? Apart from the main story, there's also endless mode and challenge mode, so if you want to experiment with making drinks or test out your reflexes with making all kinds of orders for customers, then you can play through them. Now, the customers you'll be serving vary in style and personalities. Some characters are based on Japanese folklore, so it's interesting to see them interact with each other and tell their stories. They range from a Kappa salaryman who worries about retirement, to a spirit that's figuring out how to pass on to the next life peacefully. Some of the best conversations for me were the ones that mixed traditional folklore yokai behavior with real-life instances. Like, there was one conversation where they talked about how they had to turn guiding people into the afterlife to a whole procedure with cues and rules in modern times. But the problem is, I don't think there was enough of those types of conversations in the game. A lot of the folklore characters end up feeling like the focus was making them relatable, instead of focusing on how their way of living through the game's mystical version of Tokyo happens to be both unique and relatable. And what I mean by that is some characters seemed like they were self-inserts in the skin of Japanese spirits. It's been a while since I played the previous Coffee Talk games, but it made me miss the subtlety of the characters. When they talked about relatable topics, it never felt heavy-handed and super specific. It's a shame because the ambience of the game was great. It captures that cozy cafe experience because of the nice pixel art and the lo-fi soundtrack. It's just, the customers ended up treating the place like it's a full-on therapy session at times, instead of a cafe that the characters just happen to drop by and slowly open themselves up to and relax in. It happened enough times that it distracted me from enjoying the game because they would end up feeling like they were trauma dumping to the barista. Even though I didn't really like some of the characters and I wasn't interested in everyone's journey, I did get invested in some of their stories, and I found myself rooting for them when they showed signs of character development. So yeah, even though I didn't like some of them at the start, I did like seeing everything tie up together for them in the end. Coffee Talk Tokyo was a flawed but cozy experience for me. It took me about 10 hours to play through the whole game. I like that even though it's a spin-off that occasionally does its own thing, it still acknowledges the Indonesian aspects of being a coffee talk game, bringing back drinks from previous titles, but it still made me wish for a true Coffee Talk sequel, which I hope is in development, or is already available at the time of this video's upload. I can only recommend Coffee Talk Tokyo if you don't mind characters turning certain conversations into therapy, because it's still a cozy game at its core. I just think that the two mainline Coffee Talk games do a better job at balancing its nice cafe ambience and customer interactions. Let me know what you thought about the video, and like and subscribe if you liked my content. Thank you to my patrons at Patreon for supporting my channel. Hello everyone! It's been forever since I made my first Coffee Talk video, so covering Coffee Talk Tokyo made me feel a bit nostalgic. Anyway, expect a new video again real soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.